How you doing, guys? ZDEyE here. So I really wanted to make a very first impressions on the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and currently, as of today, I have just recently got it, and I've been playing it for about maybe 5 hours, maybe even going to 6 hours now actually. And mind you, my experience is that this is nothing like Dark Souls, and I love this game. This game is fantastic. I cannot believe that I was sleeping on this game for so damn long. I'm regretting every single moment of it because I was holding off from not playing this game. If you guys already know me, I actually was going through a whole lot of Dark Souls-esque experiences, games that I wanted to get around and play them first, finish the games, and then perhaps even go for a platinum trophy. Depends on the game, if how good it is as well, and if I do enjoy them. And I told myself, and ye as well, in the community tab page, if you are interested, do take a look there. I constantly update it, and new things to mention as always. And I kept on mentioning it, after this game, I'll get into Sekiro, after this game, and I just kept on delaying it until I finally decided to get it. And my god, this is such an experience. I love the way it's so different from Dark Souls. Who the hell said this is like Dark Souls? It's not. There are a lot of core elements from Dark Souls, but the comparison you can't really be made. As you have told me already, and I'm sure it's been quite a while at this point since Sekiro was out already. Now, it's all about the pairing system and finding out the moment of time when you can actually, when you think you have the upper hand anyway. It's not like Dark Souls, for example, that you pretty much, the more you play, the stronger you get. This is not it. Sure, there are elements in here, right? But that's not the main component that Sekiro strives to be. And I really like that because it drives something to do a completely new and unique feeling for a game, and I really like it. I can't believe it, I kept on sleeping on this game. What the hell is wrong with me? I'm regretting from that. I should mention actually how far I got, since I've been playing it for like 5 to 6 hours. So at the moment I'm thinking about going to maybe I'm not exactly promising or telling myself to do it anyway. I'm definitely gonna finish the game 100%, yes, but I don't know going for a platinum trophy, at least not yet. Okay, at the moment I have gone to the, oh god, I don't know the boss's name. Basically, it's the boss. He is on the horse. I think that sums it up, right? I think he's one of the first or the second big main bosses I'm talking about. Because, like, mind you, right, there's plenty of other bosses as well already. They're like mini-esque bosses that you need to keep killing them 2 to 3 times. Depends, of course, on the enemy, once again. And I like the way there's so much to this game. It's so big already. It's insane. Like, I mean, this game is so much bigger compared to what I was playing before. It was The Surge, if you guys know it. It's like the size of Bloodborne DLC. That's how big The Surge was. I don't know, again, I do not know how long is Sekiro. I do know it's going to be long, but I don't know by the comparison's sake anyway. And please don't tell me it as well, spoilers and stuff, and obviously, shit, why am I even bothered? Like, why do I even bother if you guys still gonna tell me some stuff? Probably I should not be even reading these comments. But I just could not hold off from giving you my very first impressions. I am really liking this game very much so. I love the component of like resurrection. Kind of gives a unique take from it. Oh, but I wanted to mention this. I actually think that the death system, if you die, and like you pretty much lose like half of your coins, and I think it was skills as well. I might be wrong about that. Please don't quote me. But yeah, that's very punishing, and I kind of don't like that. I don't know. It's actually it's divisive for me, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, maybe I can go through this, maybe I can just ignore it. Obviously, how's that even possible? This is bloody From Software we're talking about. All their games are, you can't really ignore the deaths. You're gonna go insane after a while. But still. So at this point, yeah, as I mentioned, the guy on a horse. I'm sure you already know this because he was always featured in the trailers for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and I'm pretty certain that you already know who I'm talking about. Yes, I do know his weakness is fireworks, whatever it's called, firecrackers, sorry about that. And I actually only recently learned off that there's so many things that you can combine into your arm, like having an axe that you can go against the shield guys. It makes it much easier. And actually I only recently learned as well that you will need spirit emblems to able to pull off these stuff. And of course those little flying things that they are spirit emblems, usually they were in the yokai is the one Ino, I might be wrong. Basically the magic fellas out there, right, in the yokai world in Japan usually it happens, if you are familiar with lore. I know briefly but not everything. Basically those looking paper things anyway, and you collect them. That's how you can basically use your abilities, right? And also there's another way, I'm pretty sure you can actually purchase them at the sort of esque bonfire. I know it's not a bonfire, I keep forgetting the names, come on, you gotta give me a break. The names are so many of these games that always have their own different elements and different names, of course. It could be kind of ridiculous. Could be very ridiculous. Wanted to mention as well regarding from software games, right? They always go with the elements of monsters, go with the demons and that, right? Because like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, it's a whole lot of hellish things. And so you perhaps would have been expecting in Sekiro. Personally for me, I was never really expecting it, and at that front I think that there is more realism to it, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry, I know you might be quoted, please don't quote me. I'll be very wrong. I'm pretty much a newbie at this point. So this is the first impression, so what do you expect? Also, perhaps wanted to mention regarding a giant serpent, the giant snake, and really, I didn't kill him. I did take out his eye though, so that was kind of pleasing. I mean, why the heck? Why can't we just leave him alone? That's my question. I've also, since I was looking and researching a little bit about Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, I know there's so many different varieties of enemy, bosses as well, I should mention. For example, there's one particular boss that is like, basically, it's like a rope, right? And he's so giant, he can crush buildings and stuff. You can kill him as well, I'm pretty sure. And he's just made of full of rope. That's pretty much that, it's giant rope. I don't know, it's hard to explain. He has like a human-esque figure to him, but made of rope. Yeah, I don't have any... okay, my mind is blown. Like, what the fuck? For Demons and Hell was pretty awesome. At this point, rope? What? Where did they even come up with these ideas? Insane, Miyazaki, eh? I can't wait for the Elden Ring, guys. Oh my god, I cannot wait for that game. That's gonna be a very, very pleasant time to be a part of as well, since, like, what kind of imagination does he have? Miyazaki, Jesus. What I like about these sort of games as well, it's not like you go up to the NPC or the characters, right, that you meet in the world, and basically they are available. There are like they will be able to sell you whatever you are looking for, right? For example, okay, that's enough. But in this game, this is interesting because when you do find these people, those NPCs, sometimes you have to do the quests for them, sometimes you have to do something else. In this case, you had to give some coins, coins I guess, to this individual, and he opens up his store. And over the time, his store progresses and gets more inventory inside, and you can buy those stuff as well. I mean, that's awesome. Personally, I really like that component. I like the way you have to work for the quests that you can unlock for yourself later. It gives a sense of achievement and reward for you to make more purchases of your own, whatever you like to go for, right? I like the way also the skills. The skills, I think it is brand new for this, from software, right? Please don't quote me on that again. And basically you can actually, when you press the L1 and R1, I believe so, at the same time, you can have different varieties of skills that you can check. By the way, I do not have any of them. Obviously, I'm very low level, but I did take a look at the research, like I said, and I cannot wait to get one of those. It's going to be awesome. I've also encountered with this immortal, not an enemy, right? He's an NPC, and basically you can train with him, and so you can just stab him to death, like death blows. Death blows are amazing. Love those. And yes, you can just stab him to death. He's dead. He comes back alive. Let's do it again. Okay, that was amazing work from. And I did not expect less from a shinobi. That's awesome, man. All right. Well, I think I just. I drooled all over this game, I guess, because at this point I'm just like going on. I'm very happy about this game. Very happy. Well, obviously this is not a review, right? I have not yet finished the game. I don't think I'm even half. Well, definitely not. I'm definitely not even halfway. It's 100% not. And so yeah, there's so much more to explore and to find out. If you guys want me to do more regularly, more of these update videos for the game that I'm playing through, I can do them. If you wish me to do. If you don't want that, well, then you don't have to say anything, or for example, you just tell me don't bother with these. You can instead, I could instead perhaps put them in the community tab page and update you from there, but that's up to you again. Before I do go, my apologies about the gameplay in the background. Typical, isn't it? My Elgato, it's one of those very, very first Elgatos I've ever had. It's pretty shitty, telling you. It's not like HD, it's not like HD60, and just that. Well, this Elgato only supports to 1080 and 30 FPS, so there's one of those old ones, the Elgatos. And so yes, my Elgato is very old, and I apologize about this because my footage was corrupted. The very newest footages that I wanted to capture, like for example that boss fight, and that kind of sucks, to be honest. But anyway. Well, thank you so much for understanding as well. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and more videos to come, like always. Alright then, have a good one.